This could be a beautiful drive if you are only able to ignore the dead bug on the windshield. Such is life. Such is life. I'm on the road again. It could be my Sagittarian nature, trying to seek truths in places where I am not. Restless. Never let your heels cool for too long. But it is all too easy in this hot afternoon in the Southlands, somewhere between Indian Springs and Macon. High Falls State Park. My God is hot. Mercy, O Lord. Do pray for us sinners. One of these days, I'll learn to live in the moment more consistently. Who is this guy gesticulating wildly, trying to connect with an imaginary audience behind a camera? It could be you, too, looking for waterfalls. Water. To wash all of the dirt, the disconnect, and all of life's disappointments off of the soul. Water to wash it all away before it starts to prey on you in the form of self-doubt. Too late. A lot more work to do. Spending time alone in nature can accelerate the process of recovery. And that's why I'm here.
We are at High Falls State Park. I came here to look for some waterfalls today. Not these waterfalls though. I got some other ones in mind. Let's go find them.
But let's move on to facts. High Falls State Park lay on the fall line. In Georgia, this is a line connecting the cities of Columbus, Macon, and Augusta. It marks the old Atlantic Ocean shoreline from the Mesozoic era, 65 million years ago. It's called the fall line because of the rapid decrease in elevation as the rolling hills of the Piedmont Plateau drop down to the coastal plain. The rivers on this line rush down in unnavigable torrents and waterfalls. Though you'll find alligators as far north as North Carolina, they don't typically like to climb up over the fall line. But all points below, watch out. In Georgia, it's also called the Gnat line. The sandy soil below the line is more conducive to their reproduction. Gnats are tiny flies of the suborder Nematocera. Though phonetically similar to the Greek avenging agent, Nemesis, the two are not connected, etymologically speaking. Gnats like to fly around in large groups called clouds, though some prefer to use the collective noun horde. A horde of gnats. They can be relentless. Some like to bite, while others are attracted to the fluid secreted by our eyes. You may find yourself considering escape, but diving into the swamp. But then there are the alligators. Tough decisions. Do you hear that sound? It's the water boatman and its singing penis. Water boatmen are aquatic insects of the suborder Heteroptera. Measuring no more than 2 millimeters, it is one of the loudest animals on the planet. It is the loudest animal on the planet, relative to its size. At 99.2 decibels, the water boatman's love song is the equivalent of standing by a passing freight train. The water boatman produces his song by stroking his penis across his carapace, in a process known as stridulation. It's a courtship display, performed to attract a mate. The fall line extends from Montgomery in Alabama all the way up to Trenton, New Jersey. It's no coincidence that there are so many cities on the fall line. All commerce coming from the coast must stop as the rivers become unnavigable. Boats are unloaded and humped over the waterfalls, where they either continue upriver or meet with railroads going deep into the interior. The fall line waterfalls are useful for manufacturing as well. A number of grist, lumber, metal shaping, and textile mills are found along the line. High Falls was one of these cities born out of economic necessity and convenience. It was an industrial crossroads, replete with several stores, a grist mill, cotton gin, blacksmith shop, shoe factory, and a hotel. But when a major railroad bypassed the city in the 1880s, it all evaporated, becoming a ghost town. The state park is now the major draw. It surrounds the glassy face of High Falls Lake, a reservoir created by damming up the Towaliga River. The Towaliga River continues its course past the lake and dam, cascading over the fall line, where it meets with the Ocmulgee River, and then the Altamaha River, and then the Atlantic near Brunswick, Georgia. Towaliga is a Creek place name meaning scalded scalp. Creek Indians would place the scalps of enemies and trespassers on the exposed rocks to bake in the sun, as a warning to others not to poach on their land or leave the path. High Falls is the tallest waterfall south of Atlanta. The water slides 120 feet down a granite plain, free falling in 3 sections. I'm taking the trail on the east bank. The roar of the water echoes loudly as it crashes through the tree-lined valley strewn about with large boulders. It's enormous. The scale is much larger than the picture betrays. A couple of people have died in recent years after straying from the path to get the perfect picture. They were swept up in the tumbling whitewater and tossed over the falls. Bones broken on the granite ruckle, drowned in the churning pools below. Tread carefully. Approach with caution and humility. It's sublime. The sound is overwhelming, but in the best way. It's more than enough to scrub the monkey mind clean of its inner chatter, those unwelcome voices that plague you with self-doubt. It's an antidote to overthinking, overanalyzing, picking things apart needlessly, finding conspiracies in every corner. All of this boils down to ego, thinking you are the center of the universe. You are not the center of the universe. This waterfall is proof. It's bigger than you. And there are a lot of other things bigger than you in this world. Documenting this place is important, but it is secondary. Be sure to turn off the camera occasionally. Trust yourself to live in the moment. Give yourself time to just experience. The mist brushing against your face, the overwhelming sound. It's transporting. It's a teacher, encouraging you to look for answers outside of yourself. Or better still, learn to be still. And become more comfortable with the realization that there are some questions that can't ever be answered in this life with any certainty. Look up to the clouds and appreciate their formless mutability. It's water vapor, a swimming pool in the sky. Look for shapes in the clouds. Snapping turtle. I'm struck by this one in particular. A heart-shaped cloud. Appreciate this moment as it slowly dissipates into the sapphire depth above, melting into the universe, just as you would like to be at this moment. Maybe it isn't a heart-shaped cloud. It could also be a shark tearing a person limb from limb. Less romantic, but equally true. All things are possible. In September of 2017, a recreational fisherman hauled in a most unusual fish down by the old powerhouse ruins at the bottom of the falls. He caught a 3-foot-long bull shark, a juvenile. His teeth continued to bite up the line even as it was pulled from the water. Bull sharks are unique in that they can tolerate fresh water. In August 2020, Georgia Department of Natural Resources caught a bull shark at Lake Hartwell. Before the dam that created Lake Seminole was built, bull sharks used to congregate to the Chattahoochee River above Albany, where a beef processing plant would dump the waste offal into the water. Bull sharks are residents in Lake Pontchartrain in Louisiana and have been found as far north as Illinois in the Mississippi River. Bull sharks are named in part because of their stocky appearance and blunt snout, but also because of their unpredictable and belligerent behavior. They have no problem bullying other sharks for food and will headbutt the prey before attacking. Bull sharks are incredibly aggressive. They have more testosterone than any other living creature on the planet. They are one of the most dangerous sharks as well, in the top 3 of the most responsible for attacks on humans, along with the great white and tiger shark. Don't mess with bull sharks. Mess with the bull and get the horns. Part of what makes bull sharks so dangerous is that they tend to favor warm, shallow waters, the same waters that humans prefer to spend time in. They can show up in the most unexpected places. People have even been attacked in their showers or when sitting on the toilet. They can swim just about anywhere. No one is safe from the bull shark. If you enjoyed my efforts, please help and like and subscribe. You can also support the channel by joining me on Patreon. Patreon supporters will have member-exclusive access to bonus videos. Thanks, and have a blessed day.